Are you an E or a C?
Both have Ridgeback.
These are loaded with tech.
Which one are you gaming? Definitely E for me.
It's just so forgiving.
I'm definitely an E.
C is for Cheka. What else?
C is for kill it.
C is me. Low spinning bomb.
So, are you an E or a C?
I don't know. Hey, wait a minute.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
You've heard me talk about Squares golf shoes and how they help you hit the golf ball further. And many of you are saying, oh, come on, Faldo, give us a break. How is that possible? But yes, they do. And it's proven with science.
What we noticed with the Square shoes was the shoe keeps the pressure in a more stable fashion towards inside of the trail heel, allowing pressure to get to the lead side, generating much more club and speed and distance gain.
Visit squares.com. Change your shoes, change your game. Squares, the distance golf shoe.
This is Big's Product of the Week. Each week, Big John and the Golf Father select a golf product to feature. Here is Big John Vick and Bill, the Golf Father Quaidus, with this week's Product of the Week.
And Big's Product of the Week is sponsored by the Distance Shoes, Squares Shoes. Proof, not promise. And in honor of Barbie, they found some pink shoes in a warehouse and have released them for sale. So, breast cancer awareness as well. And I have a pair. Bill has a pair. And I think both of those pairs will be making its way out to French Lick Resort. Maybe I'll bring
mine packed already.
Pink shorts and a pink shirt. And
pink shorts? I don't have pink shorts.
You don't have pink shorts?
Well, maybe I do. I'm going to have to look. Look. I know I got a pink shirt somewhere. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out there and playing in the Sweeney Cup, playing the Ross, covering the Epson Tour.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun week. So, yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's pack. Let's go.
Hey, be sure to follow us on Big's Golf Talk at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and subscribe with us on YouTube as well. In case you don't know by now and you're living under a rock, I'm Big John, and he's the Golf Father. And this is Big's Golf Talk, BGT 2.0 and BGT TV. Mm-hmm. And Bill, our Big's Product of the Week is certainly something that we're no stranger of from the company itself. SkyCaddie putting out some great products, making sure you know your distances and you're on par, if you will, or birdie, with knowing your distance to the green and so much more. And Bill, we have something new that came into the office in case people don't know about SkyCaddie LX2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we just got unboxed it. As a matter of fact, Bill, I think you were setting yours up. I'm setting mine.
I've been using mine.
Oh, you've been using yours?
Heck yeah!
See, I haven't golfed to be able to use mine.
Well, just because you don't golf don't mean I don't get to golf. So yes, this is mine.
Look at that, yeah.
Mine's all set up, been used, and it also comes. Well, you know what? Let's get the gentleman on, and we can talk.
Yeah, because I want to talk about an accessory that comes with this package.
Yes, I was ready to whip it out, but I decided to hold on until we get Clay on the line.
All right, from SkyCaddie is Clay Simpson, and Clay, welcome into Big's Golf Talk, and thanks for joining us.
Hey guys, good morning. Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for being on. We appreciate your time. So, Clay, what do you do over there at SkyCaddie?
Well, I'm the operations manager and the logistics manager, but I also do sales, and I also go out and take our product to retail stores. Trying to get our product into some of the retail stores. Some of our bigger accounts, I'll go see them, teach the people who are actually in the stores, about our device, things like that. So I guess you can say I'm a jack of all trades, master of none with Sky Golf.
I know that well. There's a bunch of us that do that, Clay. So
right.
I totally understand it. The latest product that we have received is, as Big John spoke, is that new LX2. Oh, I held it upside down.
Yep.
SkyCaddie LX2 watch. I've been using mine. And what I like to do is, when I go out on the golf course, because, everybody complains. One of the biggest complaints is that they don't match up. You know what I mean? Oh, my watch doesn't match to my GPS and everything else. So I alleviated that problem. I whipped out both products, and I went out with both my products. And I would say about 94, 95% of the time, they were within a yard, 2 yards of each other. You know what I mean? So, and it was a matter of moving on my SX 500, a matter of moving the dot just a little bit to where the flag position was at. And that was it. But you know what? I'm not that good. So a yard, 3 feet don't make much of a difference to me. I'm going to hit it 10 yards to the left, 10 yards to the right. So it don't matter. I just need, I need a generalization of where, how far I'm going to hit it. Like, I'm a great guy. I'm a great golfer. I hit my lob wedge 150 yards when I'm 15 feet away. Other than that, I'll never get it there. So
you're like most of the golfers in the world. You hit it 325 down the middle every time. Every time in my own mind.
Especially when he's 100 yards away.
Right.
Don't you know that you hit your best, longest shots when you don't need them?
Clay,
absolutely. Absolutely.
He has yet to get used to desert golf. Let's put it that way.
No.
Hey, desert golf's hard to get used to. I lived in Phoenix for about 4 years, so that was tough for me to get used to. I had moved from Florida to Phoenix, and
I'm Florida boy, so you feel my pain. You understand?
Yeah. In Florida, you don't have target golf like you do out in the desert, and you've got to hit things to certain points. But you know what? That's what's great about the SkyCaddie. It tells you where to hit it to,
right?
For course management things, So those things help out a lot with course management. So
yes, and that's the thing. That's where like I got so spoiled waiting for him to bring his stuff that when he doesn't show up now I'm whipping everything out. I'm like, I overdo it. I bring everything. I got it all. You know what I mean?
He's so used to me bringing the GPS unit that, I have the 400. I put it in my little cell phone holder and attach it to the cart, and it's right there. And what I'm liking about this is wearable, because a lot of times if you're away from the cart, you're just looking at, okay, I got this, and then you're walking to your shot. Maybe you're leaving your partner behind, and you're trying to gauge how much more distance. Now, with the wearable technology that we have here, this is going to be something that's going to be good, because now you can actually have it right at your shot. And for those that don't like to wear a watch, well, this is my surprise to you guys.
The cradle.
Yes.
Clip it to your belt loop.
Exactly.
You can clip it on your belt, and when you're not wearing it, you can put it on your bag if you want, for your trip.
Absolutely.
And stuff like that, which I really like. And it prevents you from forgetting it, because a lot of people that don't wear it or whatever don't want to wear it, they're going to put it down. And if you put it down, you may not pick it back up. It might leave it in the golf course. But with this LX2, what I really, really liked was the speed of its connection to the golf course. It was relatively pretty quick. I got to the golf course, hit the button, play golf. And I say within maybe a minute tops. I don't even know if it was a minute, to be honest. It was right at the golf course, and it picked up that there's an executive course, a regular course, and I was able to pick the course that I was going to play, front 9, because sometimes in the leagues it's just the 9 holes. So I was able to pick what I was going to do and how I was going to do it, and I mean it was seamless, and it's not really hard to get adjusted to wearing a watch on thing. I put it on my opposite hand of my swing, just so I wouldn't, because if it's on your glove hand, it felt a little uncomfortable for my glove. So I put it on my other hand, and I was running around happy with no problem at all. And I was like, hey, John, wait, John's not here. And I just looked down on my wrist, So yeah, because I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled, Clay.
But you know what? That cradle is not all. I mean, you want to talk about little features that include this. Now we're talking about the unit itself, and we'll get to the nuts and crannies, what the programming, and Clay would describe it. But there's one thing I want to point out: the ease of removing the bands from the unit itself. It has a nice little lever, just like a necklace, clasp. Has a nice little lever. You just pull it, and the bands come off.
Yep.
There's no screwdrivers involved. Nothing
10 seconds max. You can have the bands.
Look at that right there.
Yeah.
And you can see the sweat. You can see the sweat and suntan lotion or whatever they call it. Yeah.
So
you see the little
get you a Clorox wipe and clean that stuff off.
Yeah. I just used it. I was playing you. I'm sorry. But you see
That's all
how
good.
those little
I'm glad you're using it. That's why we send it to you. So you can use it.
Absolutely.
So those little clips, I've never seen anything like that. That is cool. I mean, because
let me ask you something. Did you patent that by chance?
I highly doubt it.
All right.
I would.
Let's talk about
That's
talk about the
some great
programming
technology.
and everything else that goes into this.
Yeah, sure.
And Clay, tell us the LX2 by SkyCaddie. You guys have been one of those companies that have pioneered wearable technology. Tell us what's different from LX2 than any other wearable technology that's out there.
Well, first and foremost, it's our mapping is where we stand apart from everybody else. We actually send mappers with survey grade equipment, GPS equipment, to the golf course to map the course from the golfer's perspective, right? So we're not using satellite imagery and things like that, because satellite imagery is not going to show you, those perfect places in the fairways where we lay those fairway targets out there that you've seen on the LX2. You've seen it says X amount to fairway target, and that leads you X amount to the center of the green, right? So that's one of the things that drives our product the best is you're mapping it from a golfer's perspective. You're seeing the little undulations. You're seeing the different things that, you can't see from a satellite picture that was taken from, 20, 30,000 feet in the air. The other thing is the IntelliGreen function that we have on the watch. This is patented, by the way. We own the patent on that. But that green will rotate, right, based on your angle of approach coming into the green. Okay, so if you play golf like I do, I play golf, right? I'm never in the fairway. I'm always off left or off right somewhere, or maybe in another fairway altogether. But the cool thing is that IntelliGreen will actually rotate and show me my true front center back coming into that green, right? So it's not going to take for where I am and then try to give me to the furthest front corner of the green that a lot of other devices do. So I will always have a true front middle back. So that helps me, pick a club to go into the green. So
I think it was really good, and to your point, I noticed that right away with the spots, where to hit the ball, the distance, and at first it confused me because, like I said, my GPS John was not there, so I had to actually look and figure it out myself. I was like, wait a minute, what do they want me to do? They only want me to hit it 170 yards, and I was trying, and then I actually, and John knows because he could look at my score. This past week, I shot one of my best rounds. So I did really well. I played smart. You know what I mean? I played smart. I didn't just play with my ego. I played smart. I placed the ball. I got into my comfortable distances, and I actually did really well. I don't know if you look, Mr. Biggs, but we are, we took second place, even though you weren't there. So, but we did really, really well. And I kind of enjoyed that feature that, it does give you the spots to hit, where you're going to get the maximum benefit of it. So, and I did notice because there was times that I was under a tree, to the left, to the right. So I did notice that it was different, on the approach and stuff like that.
Yeah. And you also have the SX500 that you showed earlier, right?
Yes.
So,
yep.
Using that whole overview, right? Or whole view, interactive whole view, If you find yourself where you got to have a punch out situation, you can always, where you are, drag it out to say, okay, I want to leave myself maybe a 75-yard, gap wedge in or something along those lines. From where I'm at, what leaves me that 75 yards? You can drag that thing out and say, boom. Okay, so now I know I have to hit it 112 to get out from the mess that I'm in. That leaves me 75 yards in. So that's another way that you can use it. That course management whole ordeal to do it with. So there's.
I actually enjoyed using both of them because when I was in the cart, I could see what I was looking at, and then on my watch, because I was trying to get.
Well, like he said, it gives you a whole view as well.
Yeah, it really does.
When you're using the 500, in my case, I like the 400. I got the smaller version.
Yeah.
When you use the 500, it gives you that whole view, and you
absolutely,
correspond it with your watch, as far as how you want to hit it and all that.
And that's the thing. Yeah, I actually enjoyed using both of them. To help me out, especially because we got most of the time you can drive your cart to where you're at. So you get to see that. And when you come out, you get two different views of what you want of the same picture. So it gives you a little more information detailed and stuff like that. But the watch was real simple. I played my first round without it, with just the watch. I wanted to get it in my head. I wanted to get accustomed to the watch. And then my second round, I used both of them to give me a better idea of how if there was much of a difference, and there really isn't a difference within target range and stuff like that. They have, if you want a bigger view, or like we already took care of the problem. If you don't like wearing watches, there you go. You got the cradle.
Put it in the cradle.
Yeah, put it. And honestly, I think I was most excited about those pins. I was fascinated with that because at first I was like, my biggest concern was like, okay, people are going to complain. I got to take it off from the thing. And I'm thinking, you got to pull those pieces together and pull it out. And what's going to happen when I lose them? Because I'm going to lose it. It's going to fall out. Yeah. Nope. None of those worries, folks.
They don't come out of the bands.
No, they don't. It's actually really cool. And I think you guys need to go protect that technology that you have there, because that's a win. I've never seen it, and I can see people trying to copy it. I don't know if they will, but I can definitely.
I will forward that on to the product development people.
Tell them,
and let them handle that themselves.
Yes, tell them to proceed. They got my permission. I approve. It's Golffather approved.
Awesome. Yeah. I will pass that forward. Some other cool things about the LX2 is the target list, right? That our mappers do. Our mappers can do up to 40 targets per hole, right? Wow. It seems like a lot, truthfully.
Yeah.
But when you think about, end of fairway, if you've got a dog leg, where does the fairway end? It'll tell you, right? Where's the bunkers at? What do I need to carry the bunker? Where's the pond start? What do I need to carry the pond? Where's the creek? Where's the ditch? Yeah. All those different things. They can add up pretty quick.
Yes, they do.
But I don't think I've ever really seen a hole that had all 40 targets, right? Because that's a lot of targets.
Right. That's a lot of targets.
And then we were talking about the IntelliGreen earlier, right? Mm-hmm. Especially for the handheld devices, you can do this by we have the round options that you can go into, because I know a lot of golf courses have started using pin zones, right? So they have a zone for the day. Right. So you've probably seen this at hole number 1. It says, hey, we're playing zone 3 today. Right. So if the golf course has sent us their green zones, we can go into our maps and divide those zones up. And then if they're saying zone 3, you can go into round options and say, okay, we're playing zone 3 today for pins. And then it'll give you the center of zone 3 for the pin placement of the day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Earpiece.
That's okay.
That's a really neat feature.
Right.
I've never realized that.
Yeah. And if you're playing in a tournament and they actually give you a pin sheet, you can actually go into custom and dial the pin sheet in, and it'll give you distance to the pin. So not only will you have front, center, back, left, and right distances, but you'll also have distance to the pin.
Nice.
That is cool.
Nice.
I like that.
With the green that rotates, showing your true angle approach coming in. So It's his best. It's that's why the Legends Tour in Europe, they're using SkyCaddie on the tour over there.
Awesome.
Along with their yardage books.
Yeah.
To do it. So I just got back a little over a month ago. I was actually at the Senior PGA Championships in Frisco, Texas. I was out there for a week with those guys.
Yeah.
Who came over from Europe, and we had a great time. And I got to meet some really cool guys and spend a week with them, helping them with their SkyCaddies and things like that. So that was an awesome experience.
All right, Clay, we're going to give you a final thought, but one thing I want to let people know, our biggest product of the week is the SkyCaddie LX2 watch, and we encourage everybody to go over there and check it out at skygolf.com. But here's the features I want you guys to know about. Unbeatable sunlight readability, super lightweight, modern design, no annual fee is required with the Go Play plan option, preloaded with over 35,000 of Sky Golf's ground verified error corrected maps to get accurate and dynamic distances to the front, center, and back of the green. New addition is the LX2 Cradle, as we showed you earlier, is added to the LX2 packaging. This is a $19.95 value. It's included into this watch package. Now you can turn the LX2 into a handheld SkyCaddie, clip it to your bag, or even your belt. Don't have to actually wear the watch itself. Cut the cord, Wi-Fi connectivity to the streamlined updates and course downloads on demand. No need to connect to a computer, and Bill the Golffather Cuevas actually experienced with the speed on this, and it's very, very high speed. Yep. Auto course recognition and auto hole advance, digital scorecard and stats, measure shot distances. There's 10 alarm settings, stopwatch, and a timer. Fitness step counter with distances. Time your rounds with pace of play timer, fully upgradable full target list, IntelliGreen and whole view. Free concierge setup service to include registration activation when you purchase at skygolf.com. And it's a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. I'll tell you what, all those features, Clay.
Yep.
This is something I think every golfer, if you enjoy a wearable technology, even not wearable, but have it on your belt, this is something I think people need to consider.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you're a handheld guy, you've got the 400 and the 550 also. So
and just so folks can see, I'm at 47%. When I started Tuesday, it was at 100%. And I still have life on the battery. I've played golf twice, and I still have plenty of a battery life. I use it as a watch now as well. So you can use it for everyday living.
This is made for a great gift idea.
It is. It really
absolutely.
It's a great gift idea.
You get rangefinders that are upwards over $200. Well, listen to this: $149.95, and it could be. That's a very reasonable gift to give to a golfer in your life. Absolutely reasonable, and you get all those features right on a watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And the thing is, if you wear it on your wrist, you're never gonna lose it. Keep it on your wrist. It's with you all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
Great product, Clay. And remember, give my ideas and tell them I'll expect my money soon. Okay.
I'm surprised you haven't said anything about getting a Billy Blue band.
I was thinking about it, but let one step process at a time.
Yeah, we tried that colored band thing several years ago on another device.
Yeah. Oh, no,
we
ended up with a bunch of bands in the warehouse. It was all said and done.
Okay.
I bet. Hey, Clay, what do you got? Any final thoughts for the golfers out there? We got to let you go. We're out of time here, but we really appreciate your time here on Big's Golf Talk.
Hey, I appreciate you having me. No, the biggest thing is, we were the first GPS company in golf. So we're the original. Kind of like Coca-Cola. We were the first ones. So, no, we stand by our product. Our product is still used to be able to do. We don't have.
And I will
slope and all that kind of stuff in our product. So you can still use our product in tournaments. You can still use it to establish handicaps, things like that, where a lot of these other products you can't really do that anymore.
Top-notch customer service, by the way. Top-notch.
Thank you. I will pass that on. So.
And top-notch customer service. So,
Yes.
all right.
All right, guys. Well, if I get out your way, I'll definitely give you a call. Maybe we can play a quick time.
Absolutely, Clay. Cough's on me, buddy. We'll take you to a real nice place.
It's on him. You heard it.
I heard it. We've got it recorded, right?
Yes, we do. Thank you, Clay.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Clay.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
You too.
Bill the Golffather Cuevas. You know, I'm so tongue-tied because this just makes a great gift for everybody.
Yeah, it really does.
You know, but that does it for us here on Big's Golf Talk. For Amanda, the Golf Diva Censor, and for Greg Wise and the wisest couple, Bev Wise, for Bill the Golffather Cuevas, I'm Big John Quick, and this has been Big's Golf Talk and BGT on the Ignite Golf Network. Until next week, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Visit our website, bigsgolftalk.com or .net, BIGGS, golftalk.net or .com. God bless, and
you matter.